Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm introducing myself because there is absolutely no way in hell you know who I am. That's kind of the way I like it, usually. Um, you won't find me on social media. You won't find me anywhere but in person, typically speaking. But once upon a time, I used to make YouTube videos. And back then it was a little bit different. It was right on the cusp of when it was starting to become kind of a more mainstream, accepted thing. When people started to kind of start getting into it for the money and celebrity status or whatever. Personally, I have all the money I'll ever need, and there is nothing that sounds more terrifying to me than being famous. I don't envy anybody who has that affliction. But I do miss YouTube, and I miss just having a place to get things out, right? I miss talking, not knowing if 5 people or 50,000 people were going to see it. Back then, I cared about different things than I do now. I think that you would find that my content back then was more politically driven. I have come in my old age to not care really anymore about stuff like that. I realized that you get one life, and what happens after that one life isn't really what matters. It's what happens now, right? And you can spend the next 20 years trying to shape the world to, whatever you think that it should be because you feel entitled to make that decision or whatever. Or you could just go out and enjoy the time that you have. And that's what I want to do. And I'm sorry, I'm actually in the middle of the woods, kind of on a river. But there is like a highway about a mile that way, and I'm sure you can hear that, because out here there's nothing else to hear and things echo, especially down the riverway. What am I getting at here, right? Why am I doing this? Well, first off, I'm doing it for practice because it's been a long time, and it is a weird feeling for me to sit down and talk to a camera, because that's not something I do. Again, I don't use social media. I don't do any of that stuff, right? So I needed the practice. I have my old lav mics and stuff, so in the future I'll use that and I'll edit videos and stuff, but not this time. This is, like I said, this is a practice run. And I guess I just want to come back and I want to make a YouTube channel for somebody to listen to if they just need to hear somebody else, or just, need advice on things, or, if you were to look at my life from the outside, if I were to tell you who I am, what I've done, what I have, what I don't have, I would probably be considered a subject of envy by some people. I think that I have a life that most people would desire, but I don't. Like, most of the things are extraneous. Is that the right word? They don't really matter, right? What matters to me when I sit down and I take inventory is that I am an incredibly free person. I do what I want to do when I want to do it for no reason other than because that's what I want to do. And that is a blessing that most people will never be able to have, and I can only have it because of sheer luck, because of the circumstances of my birth. the other thing that I have that I can share with people is that I've spent that time doing whatever I want, learning to do a bunch of cool things. Specifically, I would think my greatest skill is in agricultural fields, but my mother was a personal trainer. I've spent my entire life in the gym working out. I get up every morning and run. I never miss a baseball game. I'm pretty much the all-American boy. And I don't know, I want to create a place where I can talk about those things and the things that I like. And if somebody wants to watch and somebody wants to talk back, I'd appreciate it. And if not, I don't know. It's just fun to do it, right? I don't need money. I don't want to be famous. I just want to talk. So, if you'd like to listen, subscribe to this channel. It's the only time I'm ever going to say that because, again, it doesn't really matter to me. But I'll see you there.